So this is called a Raspberry Pi, and it's basically a small computer that you can do some pretty cool things with. Like watch this. I'm connected to the Pi on my tablet here. I've got a script ready to go. PC's off, and I will just go ahead and press enter. And now the Pi woke up the PC. And I can actually do that from anywhere. Watch this. And so here's a workflow running on the Raspberry Pi. It's called Wake Up and does exactly what it sounds like. So as soon as it starts, it's going to keep trying if it can. So here's a little loop, and it's going to run this request to check the health status of the PC. So if I execute this, it says status OK. That means the PC is now online and ready to go. But if it's not online, it'll come in here and execute a command, and this is that same wake up script here. Now we don't want the PC running all day, and so what we can do is we can create a script that on an interval, like every 5 minutes, we'll check to see if there's any active connections. We can also set it up so that we can check to see if there are any active workflows being executed. And if not, then we can go ahead and suspend the system due to inactivity. So it'll actually run our workflows and then turn off immediately after. So let me give you an example. This is a workflow running on the Raspberry Pi, and it says when it receives a message, what it's going to do is it's going to wake the PC up and forward that message to the PC, and then it's going to respond with the information. So now that our Raspberry Pi is making a request to the PC, let's move over to the PC's workflow. And what this one does is it kicks off an AI agent who will go search the internet for information I'm looking for. So in this case, this one is trying to find subreddits related to some sort of topic I give it. And so for example here, if I open up this guy, this is going to do a Perplexity search for subreddits related to hiring for software development. And that's going to give me some response back, and then we can parse that response and actually turn that into names of subreddits, and we can grab their descriptions and that sort of stuff. And so we can kind of do some pretty cool things with this. So for example, here is a research tool I'm building, an application, and you'll notice that there's this Run Now button. As soon as I press this, it's going to make a request to my Raspberry Pi to first wake the PC up, and then once the PC's online and ready to go, it'll forward the request to that PC to do the actual AI work. And so here we go. I'll go ahead and press Run Now. And then if I go over to the executions panel on my PC, you can see here in a second, there we go. We've got some workflows running right now. Once those are finished, the response will go back to the server, and then the PC is done. And as long as there's no more workflows running, it'll just go ahead and turn itself off. And so using this kind of methodology, what we can do is we can also create sort of scheduled tasks. So here we have an interval. We can choose 4 hours, 8 hours, 12, whatever. So if I go ahead and pick 12 hours, what's going to happen on the server is the server is going to run a job on those set intervals, and that'll actually do the waking up my PC for me, running the agents, doing whatever, and then turning itself off. So yeah, pretty cool. And so what I'm using this for now is to build kind of a low energy consumption AI agent who throughout the day will go and scour the internet for information I'm looking for. And so here, for example, I've got my AI agent who found these Reddit posts for me, job leads, and it actually did the summarizing of the description for me as well, just in case it was very long or something like that. Another cool thing you can do is you can create suggestions, come back from AI if it has any. So this one gave me a business idea, for example. Another plan I have in the future is for a legislation tracker. And so this kind of runs on an AI agent as well. You can enter the description of a bill, it'll go look for it and add it to your tracker. Still working on that, but if you guys have any feedback, suggestions, ideas, whatever, feel free to let me know. Thanks.